What's up? 5 minutes late, but better late than never, as the saying is, right? Give you guys a little bit of time to join, and let's get started with this live. Hold it. I'll be right back.
Getting your laptop?
No. You already know it.
I do.
All right. And boom. I'm there. I'm actually going to switch my hat real quick. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right.
Did you turn it on? You got it?
Yup. All right, people, what is going on? Welcome back to another live stream. Let's go ahead and get into a quick prayer. Let's get started. For the guys that are new to this channel, we cover dating and marriage readiness. So we've been talking about that today. Let's start with the prayer. Dear Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, thanks for today. Thanks for your love. Thanks for your mercies that are new every morning. Thanks for everything, God. Pray that you guide us and help us to enjoy this live stream, God. As 2 or 3 are gathered in your presence, be here with us. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Alrighty. Let's go ahead. Let's get started. So when it comes to dating, what we're going to talk about today is something that I don't think we've talked to in a while. And that's the first step, right? Because when it comes to dating, a lot of times there's so much information, how you can improve, so many things to do, right? And I think we really need to focus on looking at the next step based on where you're at. For some people, that's getting out the house. For some people, that's finally talking to that girl you've always wanted to talk to all along. But I think when it comes to dating advice, sometimes you can get overwhelmed because you hear so many things and you feel like you need to change so many things at once and you never move. Have you ever faced analysis paralysis in dating yourself?
I think not analysis paralysis, but it's kind of
Okay.
like decision making. It was like
Like decision fatigue, or what do you mean?
I was procrastinating because I didn't want to like just move my whole life to to a city that I've never been. So it took
Right.
me
What's going on, man? Good to see you.
welcome in. So it took me like a couple of years to decide like, okay, if my goal is to get married before 30 years old, and I'm currently in China and nobody that's really my type is here. So realistically, in order for me to really get married to someone that I want, because otherwise I'm not getting married.
For those that just joined, we're talking about decision fatigue. We're talking about times where it felt overwhelming to make a move and take the next step in dating. She's going into her story about moving from
Yeah.
China
So
to the
for
US for
me,
dating.
it took me a couple years to actually decide, okay, I'm actually gonna move and I'm just gonna do my best. I like, even if I don't get married, even if I don't meet anybody, I at least have tried and I have done stuff that I believe would give me the best chance. So even if it's not successful, I still don't have any
So,
regret.
what got you from the place of, yo, I want to move to the US to date, I'm in China, I'm afraid of doing it? What got you over the hump? Because that's something a lot of people don't get over, to where maybe they're afraid of doing something and they stay stuck in that hump. What do you think made that difference for you, if you
I
had to
think
say?
it's confronting the worst possible scenario, which
Okay.
is like spending a lot of money, losing income, and and being here and still not meeting the husband that I wanted to marry, and then
Okay.
having to move back to China and then have my parents be like, "Oh, we told you so. We
Okay.
told you not to move," like things like that. So it's like, okay, so why is that different from now? I'm in China still. I still see my parents. I'm still single.
Okay.
The worst case
So,
scenario is like losing some money that I'll be able to make it back
by
anyways.
looking at the worst case scenario, it helped you get over the decision.
Yeah, so
Okay,
if
cool.
if I stay in China, nothing will change. My situation will not change.
Hmm.
So in order to have the change that I want, I have to take the risk, and I'm okay with, once if it fails, then I'm still okay. So just being okay with the worst case scenario.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. So, guys, for the guys that just joined this live stream, we're talking about right now decision fatigue. Because in dating, it can be overwhelming at times. Maybe you have so much information, you don't know the next step to take. She's saying a little bit of her story coming to China to the US for dating, on how she was afraid to make a move. She has no family in the US, and what helped her get over it was weighing out the worst case scenario, weighing out, hey, what's the worst that can really happen? And I think that's something we can apply because when you look at dating, when you weigh it out, if I talk to that girl, what's the worst that can happen? If I get out the house and I go to that place or I start, socializing more, what's the worst that can happen? Weigh it out. You know what I'm saying? And what's the best that can happen, right? And oftentimes
Exactly.
it'll be worth it. So,
So I can handle the worst, and what if it works out my way, which it did actually. Like I met him actually, I think I moved here in May. I met him in December. So it's just 7 months of me putting all my attention onto the stuff and dating actively. Just 7 months I've met my husband.
there you go.
So
7 months after deciding to make a big jump, you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But if you never decide, if you never take that leap of faith, you'll never find out. A lot of you guys, you know that girl you've been wanting to talk to. And let's be honest, as men, we fear rejection. We're strong in everything, but getting rejected, that's one of the things we fear the most. But I'm telling you guys, on the other side, could be a blessing. So,
I mean, you guys don't have to move from China to here, so you're already here.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's go ahead. Let's see some comments from you guys and let's continue. Brian, I see you doing a great job modding. Appreciate your
Yes,
usual, bro.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Yeah, appreciate you guys for the positivity and everything. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Aiden. Thank you for the sub.
Yeah, go turn on the AC.
For sure. And then I love you guys. A positive vibe. I wish I could bottle it, drink it, give it away. We need more of this in the world. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. And Ado, she already has a green card, bro. And then Layla says I would rather be in China. Okay, hey, to each his own. Go to China. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Welcome to China.
Yeah, she already has a green card for you guys that don't know, by the way.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead. Let's continue with the story. So here's something I want to ask. So let's say, for example, when it comes to tough decisions, right? Let's say it's to the place to where it's just overwhelming even thinking about it, right? You just feel like, bro, like say, for example, moving to China. You feel like, dude, if I move to China, it's not going to work, all those things. Was there someone you talked to about it? Like, how did you get through all that mental pressure? Because sometimes it can be too much to even
Yeah,
even deal with.
someone that we both know
Yeah.
helped me with the decision.
Okay.
Asked me the questions that need to be asked.
Okay.
And at that point, it was clear as day. It's like either stay and have my situation, not change. And there's no way for it to change. It will just stay. So it's either stuck
Okay.
and not be able to move, or take a risk and it could fail. I could spend a lot of money and it could still not work. It would potentially be a waste. Yeah.
So I have a question to ask real quickly, right? So you moved from China to the US for a different environment and dating. Something
A different dating pool.
that's the environment.
Yeah.
So something that guys or girls, what people clown on is passport bros. You know what I'm saying? The guys that travel overseas, go overseas to find love and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on that? Just out of
I
curiosity.
mean, that's basically what I did. And if anyone has a problem with it, and that's on them, it's not on me. I got the marriage I want. I'm happy with my husband. Life is going to a good direction. Yeah.
So you don't think it's a negative thing?
I mean, to me, of course not.
Okay, interesting.
I mean, I had the courage to move from a different country to a different country, and being able to survive, being able to thrive on my own, meeting my husband. I feel like it's a very important stage and story of my life. So if anyone has an issue with it, it's on them.
Okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with me.
There you have it. So
Yeah.
if someone wants to travel to date, I mean, hey, you heard it from her. It's like, hey, to each his own.
Yeah.
And I agree. And from Brian, asking for advice for people that are homebodies. What do you have for homebodies? Anything you want to say first?
I mean, you just have to be on dating apps, but I don't really like dating apps that much. But if you're always home, it's better to use a dating app than not using it. At least you get out of the house, you get to meet some people. But I definitely would recommend like going out more, because I met my husband in person at a conference. So,
So talk about that because I think we hear go out more, but how important do you think that actually is for the guys that hear go out more? Maybe they've attended the live streams, watched some of our videos, heard online, hey, go out the house, meet women. How important, how big of a difference do you think that actually
It
makes?
makes all the difference.
Why or how?
Because if you're home, unless someone that you would be attracted to, that would be a good partner to you, regularly comes into your house and you get to see them, you get to strike up a conversation, build rapport with them. Unless that's the case, then I don't see it happening. And just being completely transparent, like I was here and I was very active on dating apps, and my boyfriend before I met him, I met on Bumble. So I was very active. And to be honest, like, I feel like the people I meet in person, I just don't know why. I feel like it's a higher quality.
So you think you have
Cool.
higher quality experiences dating in person than on dating apps?
Yes.
Okay. Huh.
I think on dating apps, most people I meet either want a short-term kind of relationship or they're not ready to get married. They're still in the stage of their lives that they're still messing around. Like they're not ready to be serious about themselves, about their lives. And that's a lot of the people that I've met on dating apps.
Why do you think that is? Out of curiosity, on dating apps.
Peter Pan syndrome. I
No,
don't
but why do you
know.
think that's your experience on dating apps
I think it's because
versus in person?
it's because the environment. People that are on dating apps, I'd say like most people that are on the dating apps are looking for short-term gratification.
I think it's convenience. I think when something's more convenient, people
They
are
don't
more likely to
value
look
it.
for something more short term. Not that they don't value it, but it's more likely that there'll be a lot of people that want that short term gratification. Because think about the dating apps. You get on there, you just gotta swipe. It's that easy. Like you make an account, you swipe, you send a message, you
And you
meet
have a lot of
somebody.
options. Every
Yeah.
match you would register in my mind as an option, even though it's probably not an option, but you
Yeah.
would think, oh, it's an option. Yeah.
So I'm curious, what are your views on dating apps, right? Do you
Mm-hmm.
think it's a net positive or net negative or neutral? Where do you stand on them, if you had to say?
For me, if I had to do it again, I would still use dating apps, but I
Why?
would, because you just never know. And the thing with dating is like you just need one person that is right for you. So what if that
Okay.
one person, it could be anywhere. What if that one
Interesting.
person is on the dating apps? Like, even though it's less likely, but there is a chance.
Okay.
There is a chance of you meeting someone on a dating app that would be the right person for you.
So even though your experience on dating apps has not really been what you're looking for, you still would be on dating apps
Yeah.
for the fact that you could possibly meet someone.
For the
And all it takes is
possibility.
one.
Absolutely.
Okay,
All it
okay.
takes is one. So I would
Understood.
still, if I had to do it over, I would still use dating apps, but then I would still, like what I did, going out, going to events, going to conferences. I would just, go out probably even more. Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. I'm also curious your opinion, guys. How's it been for you guys? What do you guys think about dating apps and stuff?
Yeah. I would probably
And
also go to like those crypto, because I'm in Austin. Like I would go to those crypto conferences and real estate conferences. I would go to more things if I had to do it over. Yeah.
And then from Brian says, I would honestly go to a foreign country. Being in Asia was a blast. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, I love Asia. We're definitely going back. Yeah.
Yeah. And from Heavy says, if I'm not the best version of myself physically and have some weight to lose, should I be in the dating world or wait? I'd say it depends on you, man, because here's the thing about weight, right? It depends how overweight are you. That's the
Yeah.
first thing, right? Are you so overweight that your face has a different shape? Are you so overweight that when it comes to dating that your confidence is hurt? Are you so overweight that you can't even navigate because you feel so self-conscious about yourself? If that's the case, I wouldn't date. Definitely not. However, if you're in a place to where it's like, yo, I got a little bit of belly, but I'm still confident. I can still walk up to women. I can still, carry myself and, X, Y, and Z. I would definitely date, bro. Cause dude, there's guys with bellies all the time out here dating and winning, bro. Like when I'm with my wife, bro, I was not
He
killing
doesn't have the
it. Bro,
perfect
heck's
body.
not. And like, bro, like
No.
your boy be eating, bro. I got a little something, bro. It's like, yeah.
I didn't feed
like,
him good.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, bro, when it comes to body, if you got muscle, if you look a certain type of way, a certain type of physique, like you look like, all right, this guy take care of himself, I say still date, bro.
I say
You don't got to be a perfect supermodel today, bro. But if you can at least have some muscle, you don't look like, what's this guy do with his life?
It was
Date, bro.
deceiving,
Date,
like,
bro.
because
Date,
looking
bro.
at him in a suit, I thought he's fit. Grabbing his arm, I'm like, it's all muscle.
Yeah.
It's deceiving.
I don't know why you're trying to play me like I don't have muscle. This girl trying to play me, bro. Heck no. But let's go ahead. Let's continue though. Let's continue. If I'm not the best version from Brian, I don't know what it is, but I feel like beauty standards are very different in foreign countries like Asia. Expand on that. What do you mean about
It
beauty
is very
standards?
different.
Expand on
Yeah.
that. And from Bunny says a lot of people use dating apps just to hook up. They do. I think
Yeah, a
dating
lot of
apps. Well, we
people.
already talked about that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel
That being
like that
said,
too.
coming back to the USA is lesser in beauty standards, in my opinion. What do you mean by lesser? Like, go into detail. I'm super curious.
Maybe he's talking about in Asia, like you have to be slim. If you're even a little bit chubby, they think you're fat.
And Brian says not a fan of dating apps. I prefer in person.
Yeah.
And then
Then you just gotta have to create more opportunities for you to be able to meet the person that you would be into.
And then Bunny says, if you're trying dating apps, try a few different apps because I feel some dating apps actually want you to find love when others are just there for a hookup. Yeah, I think Hinge definitely find a lot more success on there.
Bumble,
I think
yeah.
things like Tinder, in my experience, if you want to hook up, that's a good place. If you want a long-term relationship, probably not. So
I think
that's
Alex
what I would say.
Hormozy and Layla Hormozy met on Bumble. So Bumble.
And then
There
from
you go.
Brian says, not gonna lie, if you're in shape, there will be people that will think you're narcissistic or cocky. I've been told. I think it depends on how you carry yourself, man.
Yeah.
Because with being in shape, if you're over here taking pictures and stuff like that, they can make that conclusion. But if you're in shape, you just kind of take care of yourself, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so, bro.
I
You
don't
always
even
will
think-
have haters, though, 100%,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't
Those
even
random
think-
people, bro.
I don't
Yeah.
even think taking pictures is like self-absorbed. I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, and from Robin says, joining clubs is really good alternative to apps. Go to a gym, go to a attending club. Clubs are great, man.
Yeah,
Biking clubs,
absolutely.
any type of place where people
Pickleball.
gather with doing certain things, pickleball,
Pickleball.
with doing certain things, go there.
Yeah.
If people are there and they're your people, connect with them. That's where dating is, bro. You meet people. Dating apps is a place. In person is a place. Meet people at places that you like to go, and you're more likely to find people that like doing things that you like to do. More likely to have chemistry, things in common. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
And from Brian says, Anna said it. Women are very focused in being slim in Asia.
Yeah.
And hello from Wisconsin. What's up? Think about this. So when it comes to society, let's be honest. They're trying to push this body positivity thing, but I think a lot of us aren't buying it. You know what I'm saying?
It's that fake positivity stuff.
The woke stuff. What you need to
Yeah.
understand is, in my opinion, I think it'll do its thing for some period of time, but eventually, and it's even like right now, we're starting to see a comeback to where, like, you know what I'm saying? Now being, you know what I'm saying, fit,
it's
looking
been
good.
done too much.
That's the thing. That's the
Yeah.
wave. That's coming back again. So I think we're reverting back to normalcy.
They're
from the
pushing
craziness.
that big is beautiful thing onto us too much. And a lot of normal people just snap. Like, they're like, we're not taking this anymore. A lot of people I've seen online, they're like, this is BS. Like, we're not taking it. Like, that Sydney Sweeney ad, like, a little while ago, there's, like, some people online, they're, like, you know, bigger. They're, like, you know, the beauty standard shouldn't just be that. And people are like, no, like, we're not buying this. Like, she looks beautiful. She is beautiful. And there's nothing wrong with being beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. So a lot of people are just like, you know, fighting back on that narrative. Like, you can just look unappealing and people have to say you look good. Like, no, I'm not gonna participate in this lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you and say, yeah, it looks good that you're larger, you eat every day, and the doctor said that you should lose some weight, but yay, I'm cheering for you, keep on eating. Like, nah.
And then from Bunny, when she came to America, did she ever feel a connection with anyone else while dating, or were you the first one? Hellcat, thank you for the gift. Nah, she did before. So she dated people in the States before me. Was not the first one.
Yeah, I moved here in May. So from May till December, I was like putting dating as a priority. I was like dating. Obviously, I was traveling. I was also like doing some work, but dating was my priority for that period of time. And I went on a lot of dates, and I also was in a very short relationship before meeting him.
Yeah, as far as anything dating, we were not each other's like first relationships, anything like that.
Yeah.
So from Brian says, so coming back to the States, the difference in beauty standards messes with my mind. In the USA, it's more acceptable to be chubby or fat, being real.
It's acceptable, but I don't think that's like people's ideal beauty either. I think in people's hearts of hearts, they still believe like being fit and beautiful, like healthy, like that's like still beautiful. I think it's just more tolerated, and it was more like accepted. In China, they don't really accept you if you're like bigger. People will say that to your face. Will be like, you need to lose weight. You need to like stop eating. Like people would literally tell you in front of your face. Like I was called fat when I went back. They're like, they're like, you need to stop going to the gym because your legs are so big. Like they literally just tell me that.
To keep it a
So
buck, in the US, I don't even think that the standard they're trying to push is the standard.
I don't think
I think
so.
deep down inside, especially as people, we still know what we're attracted to. We still
Yeah.
know as far as what we prefer. And I think that you can try to do the whole woke narrative stuff. It doesn't really help you out. And even it's crazy because on this topic, taking a little switch, it's like the guys that when it comes to dating, they try to be woke and they try to be they try to really be like, I don't know what I'm looking for.
They try
Not
to
feminist.
ignore the basic human instinct.
No, that's not what I'm talking
Oh
about.
no.
No, I'm talking about guys that try to like please women by
Pander to women.
exactly
Ah, I
in
see.
dating. I feel like that's like the opposite side to where it's like, hey, like body positivity, you're trying to really push something that you don't need to. It's like they try to really pander to women
Where
like,
the woman's living a
you
certain
know,
lifestyle and being a certain way and the man doesn't like it, but he's so like, yes, I'm proud of you, like blah blah blah, like those kind of stuff. It's just like so fake to me.
it's just I feel like if it's not the case, why make it seem like it's the case?
Because they're being nice.
So when it
And
comes
they're
to
used to
dating,
lying.
I feel like just keep it 100. What you're
Yeah.
attracted to, just keep it 100. Like at the end of the day, just be real. It'll be so much simpler. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
seriously. And then where we at with the comments? See you guys in here. So for Miss, I'm all for body positivity, but when people start pushing unhealthy bodies and say it's a positive, and say it's positive, that doesn't sit well with me.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's what it is with the whole body positivity movement. It's trying to push onto us saying like big is beautiful, this and that, unhealthy kind of lifestyle. This is what they're trying to promote.
And there's nothing wrong. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, there is a market. Like, some guys do like bigger girls. Like, and that's okay. But if that's your thing, like that's your thing. But don't try to force people to accept what they don't accept. So,
Exactly.
and then
And
Brian
yeah.
says, just be fit and confident in your body and look. When you start looking like a skeleton or something, nah. Yeah, man, unless you like that skeleton, like there's a market for that too. Like I'm just saying, that's the beautiful thing about dating is there's so many different people that find different things beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to dating someone, that's why I feel like you can honestly find someone that you're attracted to, even though there's so many different looking people. Because some people ask, like, oh man, everyone can't end up with someone that they find attractive. I'm like, why is that the case? Because I think sometimes people think attraction, they think about, all right, let's go for this universal Instagram model
Yeah,
type
it has
stuff.
to be
Yeah, that's a
like
thing, but that's not
Hollywood
everything.
standard or like, modeling agency standard. It doesn't have to be that way. I feel like a lot of guys can find certain people attractive and they would not be able to be a Victoria's Secret model or whatever model.
Because the thing is, you don't really need
You
that. Like, I'll
don't.
keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're really honest with yourself, I think that when you look at dating, it's like you really don't even want that a lot of times. Because I think that some guys, and I was talking with a few people about this recently. Some people might feel like, you know what, I want this model, but then at the same time, you get that you actually don't want that. I've had times in dating where there are girls that are more conventionally attractive, but I was actually attractive to a girl who had some type of quirkiness in her, some type of, something weird that really stood out to me. So I want to encourage you guys, go for what you really want. Don't just try to date just for what society says you should go for. Because even if it's body positivity, even if it's on the other edge of going for the Instagram models, like go for what you want, bro. If you want the model, go for the model. But if you don't
Yeah.
want the model, that's okay
Yeah.
too. You don't have to want the model. You see what I'm saying? Like you can want the big girl, like the very, big girl that, you know what I'm saying? That can work out for you. Like there's nothing wrong with it. So go for what you want. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just want to
Yeah.
make sure you guys understand that. And I-90, what's up? What's up, my guy? We're doing well, man. From Brian says, one of the biggest things I've noticed here in America is that lots of women are not confident in their natural looks due to society and social media. Yeah, man. We could get into some stuff, man, but let's just say that there's more of a market when people are not confident.
Yeah.
Let's say that sells, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll just keep it there, man. We'll just keep it there. So, but yeah, let's continue. From Brian says, yeah, a woman that is confident in her natural beauty is attractive. Yeah, man. And I'm attracted to chubby men as a woman. Boom. I'm telling y'all. And this goes to the earlier comment a guy asked about
Oh,
being in
if
shape or
he's not
something.
all the way there in shape.
So this is what you need to understand, bro. It's like, dude, there's so many different people like that like so many different
Ooh,
things.
but what
Like
if
so many
what
different
if
people,
he is
man.
on his way to getting fit and he meets someone who is into chubby men and then he's about to not be chubby?
But it doesn't work out because that's not what you want. You have to want the same thing. There
Yeah.
are guys that want to be chubby. There are guys that want to work out. For
Yeah.
the guys that don't want to work out, it's like perfect
It's
fit.
perfect.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. And vice versa, because there's women who like to eat, they don't want to work out, and they like kind of, looking a little bigger, and it works out for some guys. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Anyway, where we at in the comments? Am I?
I like to eat too, but I don't like to look big.
Richard, my boy said I had abs 2 years ago, but I let myself go. You stop eating so much bread. Hey, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm with you. And that's the thing, man, is that bread be good, bro. Be good.
And
And from
he's
Adrian says,
and he wants me to bake even more. Wants me to bake cookies too.
for real, bake those cookies, man. After the cinnamon rolls, bro. Get them all here. And then Adrian says, I always get the crazy ones. I'm talking about the females. If you always get the crazy ones, you attracting some crazy, bro. You
Yeah.
got some crazy in
You
you.
attract them.
Or you got some type of crazy, I don't know, man.
You're
Some type
what
of
they
crazy
have in
amplifier
common.
or something, bro.
Yeah.
I thought you're telling me you about to talk. You just stopped
No,
talking.
I'm just saying
This girl.
he is what all the crazy ladies have in common because he chose all of them.
Yeah, man. Anytime you keep running into the same woman over and over and over again, brother, you probably got some. You probably like him deep down inside,
Maybe you
man.
do like them. Maybe something about them like just attracts you.
Yeah, bro. Like anytime someone
Yeah.
says, "Bro, I keep running into these type of women," I'm like, "Hold up,
Okay,
man.
why do you
What you got going
why
on?
do you choose them?
Let me find out about your life story, bro. Let me see, like,
Yeah.
cause there's some type of resemblance, some type of something, bro.
Maybe
You
you're
know what
like,
I mean?
ooh, spicy. Oh, she burned down the house. Ooh, spicy. Maybe that's what
Yes,
it is.
arson.
Yeah.
And then from Kevin says, "Hey guys, how y'all doing? We're doing good, bro. I'm in Amarillo, Texas. I don't know if you go to church or not, but if you would like to invite anybody." Oh, cool. Appreciate the invite. Anyway, yeah. Let's continue with the with the dating stuff. So here's what I want to talk about next. Right, we got 3 minutes left. So any questions dating related, ask. We're gonna continue. You know what I'm saying, chatting and stuff, and then we'll wrap up. So on the last segment, one thing on dating that I think people don't talk about enough is someone you can be transparent with. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you're dating a girl, you can't be transparent with her. It's not gonna
Yeah.
work out, bro. It's not gonna work out for your mental health, bro. Because if you gotta date a person, you can't be yourself, bro. You gotta hide your favorite hobbies. You know what I'm saying? You can't do what you want to do in front of her, bro. Like you can't be the real you in front of her. It's not gonna work out, bro. So that's one of the
Yeah.
things I look for in dating, and I just want to leave you guys with that. If you're dating a woman, you can't be yourself around her, bro. Like you feel like she rejects who you actually want to be. Like she don't like, for example, let's say you're a gamer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like one of your dreams is to be like a professional gamer, right? And you out here trying to grind, you out here trying to do your thing, trying to play Madden, you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the game is. And this girl always clowning on you. She like, bro, you need to get a real job. And you're like, bro, people make millions of dollars playing games. Like, I'm actually good at this stuff. She like, nah, get a job. Go be a real man. Bro, don't date that girl. And she need to date someone else too. I'm
Yeah.
telling y'all, bro. Any passion you guys have, for some of you guys is music. Some of you guys, maybe you guys want to start a business, start a company, whatever it is, bro. Never date a person that spits on your dreams, bro. Because you can't be yourself for real. And I'm telling y'all, you can get the girl, but you're gonna lose yourself. And you never want to get the person if it costs your soul, bro. Because once you get the person and you lose yourself, you're gonna resent the person and then want to leave them
Yeah, I
and
feel
hate
like
them.
that if that's the
So
case, then what's the purpose and point of getting that person?
yeah,
When one of the most important things that a good marriage does for you is that you're gonna be in a loving and in a safe, non-judgmental environment. You get to explore what you love to do, and I think that's so important. For me, like I would never know that I'm so into cooking, baking, and making cakes. I would never know that those things are so interesting to me if I'm not in this marriage, if I never met him. So
there we go. And then Bunny says facts, 100%. And then true that from Adrian, yup. And then Brian says, do you believe that a lot of people are afraid of dating due to the so-called beauty standards? Do I think a lot of people are afraid of dating because of beauty standards? I don't think they're afraid of dating because of beauty standards. I think a lot of people are afraid of dating because they think it's not going to work out or they think they actually can't succeed. I think the outcome is what makes a lot of people afraid. When they see divorce rates are 50 some percent, it's like, bro, I ain't trying to play that game. They see people getting taken to the cleaners. They're like, heck, nah, I'm not about to be that guy. What am I talking about, bro? And think about this. It's like, if you're not coming from a place of faith, it's like, okay, so you're telling me I can be single. I don't gotta worry about the government taking half of what I own and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can have my fun to these girls that are giving it away and stuff. It's like if you're not coming from a place of faith, a lot of times people they don't really see a reason to get married. But as people of faith, the biggest thing is like, bro, it's a beautiful thing that resembles the relationship of Christ and the church. You know what I'm saying? And you look at what God put together and everything, it's like, oh yeah, like
When it's done right,
yeah.
it's one of the most amazing gifts of life.
But I think the fear is the doing it right part. Like, bro,
Yeah.
what if I'm one of those people?
I think
So
the thing is, so many people grow up in environments where they don't see healthy marriage, they don't see successful, happy marriage, they don't see a marriage that's thriving. So, lack of good example, I think, is also a thing. It's like, yeah, like I want to do this, but I have never seen people who's done it in a way that I'm like, wow, like I want that. So that was my story. Like I, growing up watching like my uncle cheats on my aunt, like literally took me and my cousin on a trip, and in the same hotel he is with a woman in a different room, like we know what they're doing. So seeing that, and then also my parents relationship, not the most healthiest relationship either. So a lot of those bad examples that I'm seeing around me, it just really makes it unappealing.
and then from Bunny, instead of hating on him for gaming, maybe take an interest in gaming and see why he enjoys it. It could be something they both do together. Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
absolutely. But
But
some women don't think that way. Some people just like, oh, like we watched this video about this guy who made a full-time good living off of like a Yu-Gi-Oh channel. It's a game that he plays. But the wife that he married was like so embarrassed of what he does for a living, made him shut down the channel and went to get a job, and complain when he wasn't able to pay bills because he doesn't have a business anymore. He has a job now, he doesn't have money anymore. So she's like, oh, you don't pay bills anymore? Yeah, I had to work a job, no money. So yeah.
and then Brian says, okay, that is true. We are very outcome oriented for sure.
Yeah.
100%. And then Kevin says, just be yourself and watch the woman coming into your life. God will bless you like he has with my wife. Yeah, man. Be yourself. Be yourself. Haha, Brie looks South African, bro. Yeah, my boy, I am Nigerian. I am Nigerian. My boy said, how's that skincare? Yeah, I actually did a little bit before this live.
Hey.
And Brian says, seeing about every man in my family getting divorced does make you more cautious. I said more cautious, more cautious. Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
And then Kevin says, God gonna bless you both in Jesus' name. I love hearing your story. God bless y'all. Thank you, man. Amen. And then Brian says, saw that video. He was getting judged by his wife's family too. Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was it is what it is, bro. But guys, we're about to end this live stream. If you guys are new to this channel, hit subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Pull up tomorrow. We're here every day at 6:30 p.m. Central. It's a good time. So you guys stay blessed by the best. We'll see you guys later. And peace.